Good morning, YouTube. I'm gonna just talk for a little bit.
Eating crap does not build character.
I'm bleeding so much less than I normally do after I cook. I want to just talk for a little bit about things going forward on the channel. A little bit, just a smidge. It's going to be a short video, I think. Um, my yeah, what's going on right this second? Coming at you live from my home office slash workspace, whatever you want to call this thing. I'm here at the bench. Um, I mentioned before in a earlier video that when I'm not traveling, I work from home, and this is a work day. I'm done with my work day already. I'm taking half a day off to do some personal stuff, and um, so I've got some time to throw a quickie video out here. The being that I work from home when I'm not on the road, quite often I'll get up in the morning and hit it right from the start. I'm one of those people that's more productive in the morning than I am later in the day. Um, Hopefully that's not one of those triggers for those people who are not morning people and are not productive in the morning. However, I would suggest to you that if you get things lined up so that your sleep is good, you will become a morning person. It'll just happen. I'm going to talk about that at some point in the future. Sleep hygiene, how to make that work for you, and the emotional mental health aspect of it. I believe personally that is a huge component of good sleep. Um, I think the majority of the people I know who have sleep issues, and I was one of those guys. And occasionally it still flutters back depending on what's going on, some things like that. It's not debilitating like things like this once were for me. But the majority of the people I know that have sleep issues, aside from physical issues like sleep apnea or uh, brain chemical induced, excuse me, or hormone induced insomnia, um, a lot of it stems from emotional and mental health stuff, often low grade. Although people that have high grade emotional health issues, serious PTSD stuff, serious depression, serious anxiety, you know, those people certainly have sleep issues. But um, even the lower grade stuff, people that really do function pretty well, or even functional depressives like I once was. Um, these people often have sleep issues, and it seems to manifest a lot in the form of I go to bed and I can't get my brain to shut off. Feel you? Been there, done that. Still happens sometimes, and yeah. So anyway, that's another conversation. I'm going to talk about that sometime. It's a big deal. It is a life changer when you can resolve that challenge in your life and get a good night's sleep. So yeah, I'm more productive in the morning hours. Um, Good into the early afternoon after lunch, and I'm good in the afternoon and evening, but I'm not as good. Definitely not as good. I definitely can see a personal reduction in my productivity later in the day. So anyway, you're getting to see me how I get up in the morning and work. Um, I don't do. Nobody sees me, so I'm one of those home workers that's in his PJs, banging away at a keyboard, getting on conference calls, etc., etc., in my comfy clothes. And it's pretty awesome. There are times that I'll get up in the morning and I'll go ahead and shower and put on normal people go out away from home clothes and I'll work like that. More often than not, though, it's just, out of bed, morning toilet, coffee, and out to the workspace. And I jam, but it works. Anyway, um, so that's why the bed head and the morning beard. The uh, I'm actually going to go today and get the old ears lowered and get some work done on this mop up here. Yeah, maybe a little bit of work on the beard. Not sure yet. Going to see how that goes. Um, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be cool. Um, I like getting a haircut. Um, I like getting tidied up and things like that. It's it's cathartic in a way to me. The challenge, of course, is that I've got to hack out some time in my schedule to go make that happen. That's the real challenge for me. Uh, One of the things about working from home is that you're at your workspace and it's easy to just stay at the workspace and go. You could take bathroom breaks, meal breaks, um, life uh, interruption breaks, like the cat demanding things or what have you, and be right back at work very quickly and very efficiently. And having to stop and go someplace becomes a challenge. Um, it Great for productivity, not so great for taking care of life's necessities. Because then you actually have to commute to a life, away from home necessity and put effort into that. It's kind of starting to turn me into a homebody, even though I've still got that gypsy spirit where I want to go places and do stuff all the time. Um, but I think it might actually add a little zest to the going places and doing stuff thing, though, if that makes sense. Anyway, just wanted to chat for a minute and start talking about what's going to happen next. I have racked up a ton of off time. I've got a bunch of time off that I need to take, um, and the work schedule for the next little while is very. We got a lot of stuff to do, but the schedule's been worked out great to where I can take some time off. Not a big block of time, but I'm going to be taking days off here and there and some what I call a super weekend. You get a long weekend. That's a 3-day weekend. You got Friday off and Saturday and Sunday, or you got Saturday and Sunday off and Monday, like for holidays and things like that. I'm going to take some super weekends where I'm taking off Friday and Monday around a weekend. So I'll have 4 days off in a row. That's awesome. I almost prefer that because it keeps me engaged in work and I can keep things up to speed in my work. And I don't have all that catch up time that you have when you're off for a big block of time and then you come back. That's really frustrating to me because I got to catch up on everything that's been going on and get everything organized, put away where it belongs while doing the work that I need to do when I'm back. Um, it's a real it's worth it when you need to go do something really cool, but it definitely is a challenge. Another thing I like to do is take half days off. Use that super productive time in the morning for work and then take the afternoon off like I'm doing today. And my best productivity time, I'm getting a lot of cool work done. And then my less productive time, I'm doing stuff that needs to get done, like going and getting a haircut. Now, it doesn't take a whole lot of, super cycle brain power to drive a car someplace and get a haircut like it does to do normal work. So, anyway, um, I'm going to make use of that time to start launching some of the different uh, serial things that I want to do. Some of the things I plan on doing, I'll introduce the serial or the series. I'm not sure what to call them. I think it's a serial or a series, but I'm not sure. Anyway, um, I'm gonna launch. I'm gonna really launch each of them when I do the first video for each one. But I give you some ideas on what's coming. Um, and a lot of this is stuff that you've seen before. So it's not. This is not earth-shattering stuff. Some of it's stuff that I haven't seen before, but it's again not earth-shattering stuff. It's similar style to what some other folks have done. Um, for example, one of the things that I would like to do that I haven't seen done before, but in a similar style to some things that I've seen, is a what I'm going to call Sunday evening conversation. And the idea is that Sunday. The idea, I haven't pulled this off yet. I tried to do it this past Sunday, and it did not work. But I my after action with myself and some lessons learned from it kind of helped me to figure out these are the things that need to be done to pull this off effectively. Basically, the idea is this: Sunday evening, um, early-ish in the evening, definitely later in the afternoon for sure. I'm going to record a video um, where I converse about some topic. Probably going to be the idea being a positive topic, something mellow, something to help wind down from the weekend. My intent is for it to be a very chill conversation that leads into a good, restful Sunday night so that you'd be ready to fire into the next work week. For those of us that have a Monday to Friday, normally a Monday to Friday work week. My work, I'm always available to do work. Just my normal work week is Monday to Friday. Um, that's the idea for the Sunday evening conversations or sex. Um, the Monday, and a lot of these aren't going to be every single week I'll do it because the load would just be too heavy. And like I've said before, I've got a job. Monday, I want to do like a man crush Monday. The idea of a dude that I think is just sticking and moving. He's just crushing it. He's out there, or he's out there doing it actively now, or he has been out there. Maybe a historic figure that I'm just like, this guy was the jam. This guy was crushing it. Um, some of the people that I may pick may be people that some of the viewers may not dig for various reasons. But here's my thing. Ain't nobody perfect. I guarantee you that you pick a person that you think is perfect, and there is someplace, somehow, they've done something that somebody doesn't like. That doesn't mean that they were an invalid, valuable member of our society, and or not just our society, but even to the world, and they, taken as a whole, crushed it. Um, I don't have anything in particular on Tuesdays that I have in mind. Wednesday, I'd like to do a Woman Crush Wednesday. Same idea. Ladies that have just smashed it out of the park, and I find impressive, that I think have done something really amazing or are doing things that are really amazing. There are some people in my life now that, if I can, I'd like to do those episodes on that individual that's in my life now, who I really think are rocking it out uh, somehow. Um, Thursday, classic throwback Thursday. Um, Video. A lot of that's going to be video that I've already got in the can, using some filming terminology there, which I think is mostly stupid as hell. Um, that actually might be a video I need to do someday. Uh, cool uh, industry cultural terminology that I hate, that would be the video. Not really a rant video, but like I hate that term. I wish they wouldn't use that term, kind of thing. I don't know if I'll do that or not because I have to collect up a bunch of them, and it may not be fun to watch anyway. Um, so yeah, Thursdays would be like Throwback Thursday. Fridays, Saturdays. I don't know. Maybe like it might be like a thing where Friday I might upload it, or Saturday maybe project videos that I'm working on for those. Like maybe call it like the weekend project or something to that effect. And the like I've talked about in a previous video, project videos often take a span of time to record and edit and post, because sometimes they take multiple days, sometimes there's breaks in the action, things like that. I've got at, at least one, two that I can think of off the top of my head, project videos that are in progress right now. The project is in progress, and I've got video of what I've done so far, and when the project concludes, I'll be able to pull all the stuff together, edit it into a reasonably a video with a reasonable length. I know I can English. I can do it. And then get those loaded. Let people see what's up. So, yeah, those are kind of some of the plans. I've got some other ideas for some series that I will tell you about in just a little bit, because I got to go get ready to go get my hairs chopped. I'll be back in a minute. Actually, I'll be back in a few hours, but to you it'll seem like a few seconds. See you in a minute. It gets worse. That is hot.